Micol with Micol Diseni. We're talking about the Contender series, a big opportunity you have in front of you. It's been 2 years since the last time we got to do an interview. I believe that was ahead of Fight 3 of what would end up being a 5-fight win streak. 6 of your last 7 have been victories. So let's start there. What's it been like, the current streak you've been on, the progression you've had as a martial artist?
So it's been a long journey, and since the first time I came here, I remember getting ready for my first fight out of here, and then getting that win was life-changing, because I was like, okay, now I know I'm on the right path, and that's where this path led me to. So I'm gonna be fighting for this big chance, the toughest job interview ever. So it's gonna be fun. I'm excited for that.
Getting the opportunity, getting that call, what was that like for you? Did you expect that something like that be coming your way at that time?
So actually I was debating with my manager getting into Contender series last year. Then I had some visa issues, so I didn't got my visa in time in order to fight in the US. So I had to wait another year, and I didn't knew what was gonna happen and if I was gonna have another big chance like that. So it was a big surprise. I was really excited. I am still really excited. So I'm grateful for this opportunity, and I'm grateful it came up for the second time, because some people just have it once, and I got it twice. So it's a big thing.
Talk about life-changing. I heard it's more than just a UFC contract on the line for you.
Yeah, for sure. My main goal has always been trying to move to the US. So in order to do that and follow my dream and keep living my dream, I want to achieve that. I want to be the best. I want to prove that I am the best. And I am right now ranked as the first strawweight in Italy, so I want to be the first Italian strawweight to sign with the UFC, and then be able to move at JacksonWink and be here full time.
How big would that be for you? You've seen some other teammates reach that platform. I believe we've even seen you with an interpreter role with the UFC. So what would that mean to follow your teammates?
It has been a great emotion to see them signing, to see them debuting, and just be able to be there for them when they had their opportunity. And I just had a little taste of what's gonna be. So I want more. I don't want just a slice. I want the whole cake.
What was that like, not being a competitor that night, being, as I said, an interpreter, but feeling that atmosphere, being there at a UFC event?
I felt out of place. I was like, I'm in a cage to be a translator. I should be here bleeding and fighting. So I was like, okay, I'll work extra hard. So next time I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna be the one covered in sweat and blood, not the one with the mic in my hands.
What clicked? What made sense? What all came together during the win streak? 5 in a row at one point.
So I had nightmares for years that my punches weren't hurting, that I was light-handed, and all my teammates were like, no, you're pretty heavy-handed. So the first time I actually got knockout on a feet, I knocked out a very famous boxer in Italy, I was scared to fight her, and I actually knocked her out on her feet. So I was like, okay, now I got hands. I can do whatever I want. So yeah, getting 2 TKO wins was a big thing for me. It gave me a lot of confidence, and then I wanted my record to be as even as possible, so I went for finishes. I wanted submissions. I got my submissions. I got my KOs. So I feel like I proved the world that I'm a well-rounded mixed martial artist, and I just wanna show more and more.
What did it take, the work put in? Because you were first a grappler, going more for submissions, right? What did it take to get that comfortability and that belief in your striking, in your stand-up?
So what happened is that the level of grappling and wrestling in Europe is way below the level we got here in the US. So as soon as I came here and I started measuring myself with local wrestlers and grapplers, I realized I was not up to the standard. I was not even up to my standard. So I started improving my striking in order to keep up with these beasts. So yeah, sparring with these ladies made me realize I had to step up my striking way more, and that's how I ended up striking in most of my fights and finishing them on the feet. So my confidence and my striking grew up so much till the point that I was like, okay, now I gotta work way harder on my grappling and wrestling in order to keep up with that. So I feel like I've been grown in every aspect of the game, and I'm so ready to show the world what I'm capable of.
And on August 20th, you get that opportunity in front of Dana White against Mallory Martin. What do you think of the opponent? She's taken most of her opponents down and either beat them up or beat them up into a submission.
I feel really blessed that I'm working with Harry Ledger. So my striking coach has been Coach Wink. I've been working with Coach Joey, but most of all, I've been working so hard with Coach Harry on wrestling, like wrestling defense and wrestling offense as well. Because last thing I want to do is just being able to just defend. I want to be able to defend and attack. I don't want to be scared of wrestling with a wrestler. I'm gonna strike with a striker, wrestle with a wrestler, and grapple with a grappler, and I'm gonna prove that in every aspect I'm way better than everybody else.
Did you think when you first made the trip out here to JW that it progressed into becoming the martial artist? Will you feel this confident?
I came here because I knew that this was the place that would have led me to be the best I can be. So I feel I'm on a right path, and I just want to keep walking on that path because it's taken me in places I would have never imagined I would have gone to. I was dreaming about it, and making my dreams become reality.
And I talk to people about that, about having or inspiring or having that courage.
I'm trying to tell every one of my teammates back home to just come have a look here. Just come here once, and this place will change your life. So to everybody who's listening this, just come here, show up, and you'll see how much this gym will like change your life.
What has it been? Can you give us what has it been for you?
For me, it has just been stepping out of my comfort zone, and my biggest desire was to confront myself with the top athletes at my weight. So I mean, this place is the best one. We have like the best female team in the world. We have the best female athletes I've ever encountered in my entire life, and there's such a big turnover of people that come here. So I feel blessed because I mean, there's no other place in the world I'd rather be at. So yes, I managed to like challenge myself against really tough teammates, and that made me grow mentally and like physically and technically. So I'm exactly where I need to be.
And are you surprised through this journey that you've been able to grow not just as a martial artist, but there's been a lot of trial and tribulations, just grow as a person?
You know, I've been living like so many different lives that I don't even try to think about what might happen. I just do things, and then I see what kind of doors open. I am so used to like close doors behind my back and just have a few gates open in front of me. So I just know that life is everything that happens outside of your comfort zone. So I'm always ready to step up and get out of my comfort zone and see what happened next. So I'm just curious to see what happened next.
And how has that helped you embrace the chaos of a fight?
It made me fearless, because I mean, leaving home, leaving your gym, your coach, your teammates, your house, it's scary, but once you overcome that fear and you realize that you can make a home out of every place you go, and you can find new teammates, new family, a new environment that makes you feel safe, it makes you grow as a human being. Like you will feel safe and at home everywhere in the world. So I mean, there's nothing up here. Right now there's nothing up here.
Ed, how do you put together this camp for biggest fight of your career? There's been some traveling. People follow you on social media. We saw you out in Vegas, you're in California, now you're here. Seems like it's been kind of hectic getting ready for this fight.
Yes, so I mean, I was lucky enough to not have it as a short notice, because most of my fights were like short notices. But this time I had like a lot of months to get ready, so I tried to split my camp in between Rome and here, but I wanted to fight out of here. Like I wanted to do the last part of the camp here and just travel from Albuquerque, get used to the altitude, get used to the intensity of training. So when I'll go in Vegas, it's just gonna be like another day at the office, you know.
How excited are you for the fight?
I am so excited. I can't wait to be there and like show the world all the hard work I've been putting into, all the hard work all the coaches have been helping me achieve. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this, and all my teammates are, and they all can't wait to see me shine, and I'm ready to shine.
A couple weeks before you got here to Albuquerque, you were out in Vegas for a day or two for the media stuff. When you're there working out at the PI, when you're doing that stuff, does it feel that much closer?
Yes,
the dream?
it definitely does, and especially in like the interview they made, they were like, okay, just now think about the fight is tomorrow. Talk like the fight is tomorrow. I got shivers. Like my heart rate started speeding up, and even like the guy that was interviewing me was like, whoa, your face changed. Like my face started glowing. I was like, I almost had tears in my eyes. I was like, okay, fight is tomorrow. Let's do this. I'm so ready for this. Like just thinking about the day before the fight, just thinking about the morning of the fight, of fight day. Like it's so exciting. It's everything I've been working for. So I can't wait for that to happen.
What will it mean for you to join all the teammates, not just from Italy, but from JW and the UFC?
It's like achieving a dream. It's like it's the best thing that can happen to a human being. You dream, you work so hard to achieve your dream, and then you get to make it happen. So I'll make it happen. I'll turn my dream into reality.
What do you got to do in the fight to have that success?
Make her bleed. She's gonna bleed a lot.